Thanks for joining us today. My name is Todd Menard, and today we're going over the Greater Phoenix Metropolitan Housing Statistics for the week ending November 20th, 2023. Before we get into that, let me just take a moment. This is Thanksgiving week, so I wanted to give a little bit of thanks to you, my loyal listeners and subscribers. I really appreciate you going along this journey with me. My goal is obviously to provide you with the most up-to-date information so truthfully, you can make better decisions, whether you're a consumer, a seller, buyer, investor, or a realtor. The goal is that if we share relevant, accurate information, then all of us get to make better decisions, better negotiating decisions, better decisions to purchase and or sell a home. So I wanted to just take a moment and thank each and every one of you for visiting with me each week when we do the weekly stats and each month when we do the monthly stats. So thank you very, very much. I'm honored and I appreciate it. Let's get right into the numbers. For the week ending November 20th, 66 days closed on market, a 4.02 month supply. Our absorption rate is at 24.85%. Average list price this past week was down $784,000. And the average sale price this past week was also down to $558,546. We're averaging 97.56 list price to sale price retention. Inventory is continuing to grow. Yay. We're up to 16,682 units in inventory. This past month so far, we've averaged 2,838 people in escrow at any one time pending. And our closed units month to date, pretty low, 2,685. We'll see how that ends up coming out at the end of the month. Obviously, majority of properties do close within the last week of the month. So we'll give it a little time and see what those numbers come out to be. New listings taken this past week was down just a little bit, 1,618, and that ends up with a 68.9 days closed on market. Looking at our price ranges in the bottom right-hand corner, under $500,000 is, wow, what a jump. Yes, it took place. We were at 50 point something for the longest time. This was down as low as 37%. Back in 2020. We've crept all the way back up to 50%. We've pretty much stayed in that 50 to 51% for a very long time. I'd say probably 3 months. And just now this week, we're reporting a pretty big jump into the 52.5%. And that means 52.5% of the entire MLS inventory is under $500,000. That's exciting for first-time home buyers. It's exciting for workforce employees that need to own a home or have a home within a reasonable distance of their work and employment. So that's an excellent sign. Taking a look at the 50 to 500,000, $1 million price range at 33.3%. Very stable right at that number. $1 million and up listings at 14.2%. So taking a look at the spreadsheet where all of you get to be the expert, right in the very center column, we have a goldenrod section that deals with 2021. So the same week back in 2021. To the left of that in salmon, we have 2022, same week. So you get to see year over year comparison here, and also as it applies to what we're doing today. And the two columns here are last week and this week. Way over to the right, we have last month. October 2023, and then as it reflects to the month-end total in 2022, and the same thing for the month of September. Actually, coming up, not next week. Next week, we will not have any market stats. That's the week following Thanksgiving. But the week after that, the Monday after that, 2 weeks from today, we'll have month-end numbers for the month of November. So stay tuned for those. So of that 16,682 properties that we have in escrow right now, or excuse me, have in inventory right now, 472 of those are in the coming soon category. 13,138 of those are in single family detached. 2,750 properties are new home construction properties. That's not the entire new home community. That's only those in which the builder has employed a realtor to advertise and market their home. In this particular case, non-distressed properties also at 16,615. Pending is at 2,838. That's the number of properties that are in escrow at any one particular time of the month. And this is a meeting of the seller's minds and the buyer's minds. When you have a meeting of the minds, obviously you have a contract. So this particular, as we have 2,838, the rule of thumb here is closer to the 5,500 unit number, as you can see over here on the left-hand side. But a year ago, we were at 2,791, so we're better than last year during the same time frame. That's the takeaway, the silver lining for today. But we were at 5,300 the year before. We finished last month at 3,500 average people in escrow at any one time. So again, we really 2,800 is a very, very small number, and actually it's not enough. We need 5,500 people in escrow. But if we had 5,500 people in escrow, we're going to need 2,400 a month up here in the list, in the new listing category. So everything is still very solvable, and the equilibrium is exactly indicating that we're in a stable real estate market. Closed month to date is only at 2625, 3,042 the same period last year. Or excuse me, yes. Then of course these are closer to month end numbers, just based on the reporting process and the cycle we had those 2 years. So again, this is really the best look right today, is just month over month as far as that's concerned. Taking a look at month supply, 4.02, we like to be between 2.5 and 3. So the market's significantly slower than it could be or should be during this particular time. The average sale price here was 558,546. It was 574 last week. 579 is where we finished last month. And then of course we've been, it doesn't show on this particular sheet, but we were actually in the 590s a few times last year. So again, this is a good sign. It's saying that the average property that is selling is going down. So what we really want to look at is this median number here, which is at the bottom, 442, 445. 445 is where we were at the end of last week. You slide your eyes across, we were at 435 the end of last month. So 438 a year ago. So again, what I'm trying to show here is that we were at 438, 439, and now we're at, we finished last month at 435. Right now we're at 442. So we'll see exactly if this comes down just a little bit and gets back under that 440 mark. But again, that indicates where the median price is, the very middle of all of the inventory. And it's a better term or a better number to use when we're trying to see, is the market really going up too quick? Is it coming down? Where are we in this situation? The market is exceptionally stable. So that's a good sign. Taking a look at the days on market, 66 days on market, 70 is perfect. But 66 is pretty close to that number, so we're all happy with that number. And then the list price to sell price retention is at 97.56. And the benefit here, 97.56, is 97.8 is the historical average that I've been recording since 1995. I have 10 years of recordation every single week, every single month, on my YouTube page at youtube.com/West USA Realty. And then you can look at the playlist and find me there, or you can go to my personal Facebook page, which you'll see in just a moment, which is simply just facebook.com/Todd Menard. So, but 97.5 means that the seller's averaging, just giving up a little bit more right now to make their house go away than they were. 97.8 is the historical average. 97.5 is under that, meaning the seller's giving away a little more. Last week it was 97.97. 2 years ago it was 100. So in other words, just over 100%. Sellers weren't negotiating at all. And this is what we can use to see what type of preparation we need to recommend to a consumer that they need to negotiate to use to negotiate in the marketplace and have it be effectively acceptable to them, that their ultimate interests win. These are the different places you can find us. You can find us on Alexa Flash Briefings, Instagram, Apple Podcasts, Google Play, Spotify. But again, down at the bottom, Facebook and the YouTube page is where you can see the historical data there. So thanks, everybody. Really appreciate you guys. Happy Thanksgiving coming up this past week, or this coming week anyway, on Thursday. I'm thankful for each and every one of you. Have a great day. Thanks so much. Bye for now.